Hello, my name is Alex, and I am presenting on behalf of Group 1, which is composed of Sierra, Quinton, Victor, and myself. The program that we are covering today is called Kaizen. So we will go over the definition of Kaizen, the history, the methodology, Kaizen events that help in the process, a SWOT analysis of why Kaizen is good, some of the weaknesses that it shows, applications in the food industry, and then we will finish it up with a quiz question. Our presentation is on the Japanese improvement standard of Kaizen. And Kaizen means exactly that, improvement or change for the better. An approach where all employees work together in concert to achieve incremental improvements through their manufacturing process. Perfect example, the Toyota Way, developed by Masaki Imai, Japanese organizational theorist and management consultant. Kaizen aims to eliminate waste and has been applied to the Toyota Way for their relentless efforts on improvement. It has since spread to many other businesses around the world and many other different types of production systems. Why was it done? Well, the Toyota production system noticed that there was an 80% loss in every process, and the value of the process is less than 20%. It was inefficient. And when you have small inefficiencies in a billion-dollar company, the results can be exponential. Kaizen is essentially an action plan and a philosophy. It ensures maximum quality, eliminates waste, and improves efficiency. It integrates all levels of the team and the organization, from the smallest worker of the organization all the way up to the CEO. It's a marathon and it's not a sprint. Kaizen is not limited to one quality management tool. In fact, it can be integrated into a few different formats, such as lean manufacturing, plan, do, check, act, a root cause analysis, which is a 5 Why approach, which we'll have a very good example of that later on in this presentation. A 5S visual workspace, which means sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. And the 7 Ways to eliminate waste. 7 Ways is a categorization of all different types of waste that can be found in a process and strategies on how to eliminate them. Lean manufacturing and the 7 Ways include overproduction, overprocessing, motion, which is unnecessary movement such as looking for parts and tools, waiting, such as when manufacturing and operational process are out of sync, transportation, inventory, and defects in which you have to rework. Kaizen is essentially an action plan and a philosophy. As part of an action plan, an organization will plan a Kaizen event. This event, again, will have employees from all different types of departments. As a philosophy, it's more about the culture, the expectation, and the continuous effort for improvement. So what can you expect if your organization wants to plan a Kaizen event? It's a 2 to 10 day team-specific collaborative event where teams separate and improvements to a specific process are set in the most highly efficient way possible. The teams then follow a plan, do, check, act scenario where they provide a goal, develop a plan for improvement, implement those improvements, a critique on those actions and fixing what exactly is not going to work, finally reporting those results and determine any follow-up necessary, and they conclude with a presentation on the whole process. Provided here is a SWOT analysis on Kaizen. It shows some of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Some of the strengths involved are the fact that it's a smaller stride towards a larger goal. The employees have an opportunity to work together to achieve those goals, and they may have more success and a more rewarding environment because they're able to set forth their goal and achieve their goals. Naturally, that'll create more of a sense of empowerment and value, a team mindset, and it'll improve their communication. Furthermore, it'll impact the bottom line a little bit more quickly since it's happening at a group level, and the group levels contribute to a much bigger picture. One of the weaknesses is large scale, complex improvement initiative success would be challenged using this methodology. Also, it would increase the workload for employees. It could be difficult to also implement into existing management system and culture. That would take a lot of evolving, and maybe some employees may not be up for that. And finally, one of the last weaknesses is initial excitement could fade if results are not realized quickly enough. One of the opportunities of Kaizen is many organizations don't understand how simple and effective Kaizen can be, which leaves room for improvement across several different industries. Another opportunity is employee engagement. They have an option or a chance to seek employee engagement through Kaizen processes. Another opportunity would be new skill development. There's a chance that the employees can actually be cultivated into maybe new positions, maybe into leaders, and maybe you can hire from within. Another opportunity is cost savings, which can translate to further improvements. Finally, some of the threats that are involved in Kaizen processes include continued evolution of quality management methodologies may overshadow past practices that have proved to be effective. Second, manufacturing technological advancements may replace the frontline employees who have significant knowledge of process improvement opportunities. And finally, issues implementing effectively without total buy-in from employees. Some may be set in their ways, maybe an existing culture of closed communication that they're used to. Applying this all in the food industry? In this example, the dairy plant operation manager noticed something peculiar. He asked the maintenance manager why we seem to be using so much water compared to last year. The mechanic says, well, it's because we have a leak. The plant manager then asks why. The mechanic then says, well, for one thing, the water from the well is very hard. The plant manager asks why. The maintenance manager says, well, it's sitting in a well full of limestone and granite. Well water is usually hard. The plant manager then asks, what can we do? Using the 5 why technique can help during this analysis. This specific 5 why technique helped the plant manager determine the problem, involve himself in a thinking stage with the mechanic, and determine a creative solution. After repairing the leak, they determined adding a filtration system for the water will actually have the water recycle itself. It'll end up actually reducing costs over a period of time and pay for itself. In another example at the same plant, the plant manager notices that material losses have been on the rise. He asks a few operators why they thought this was happening. They tell him there's more product on the floor going during startup, and they need to stop more frequently to fix it. So again, using the 5 why approach, the plant manager asks a series of questions. Why aren't the hoses closing? Why is there more product on the ground? After asking enough whys, he is told that one of the mechanics substituted some of the O-rings with some that he thought would work well. Why did he do that? Well, it seems that the vendor was out of stock, so they couldn't replace in time. After replacing the O-rings with the right ones, they were able to stop the leaking products. Since the floors are not wet anymore, they added back a feature that is also involved in Kaizen, and that feature is safety. Using Kaizen to solve some of these problems, we were able to determine what the root cause was. In this case, the reorder quantity was too low, so they had to substitute the O-rings. The corrective actions, which was to correct the O-rings that were installed previously. Preventative action is the order quantity was increased, so next time that they don't run out. Benefits from the Kaizen event: improved safety due to less moisture on the floor, improved environmental impact by keeping product out of the drains, improved product yield, and reduced cost to produce. So a quick summary of everything we've gone over today. Kaizen institutionalized beginning with Toyota as early as 1948. The principles align closely with lean manufacturing and focus on continuous improvement of a manufacturing or a business process. Cross-functional involvement is critical to Kaizen success. Small blitz events help organizations realize the benefits in a short period, typically 2 to 10 days. Effective execution of Kaizen activities can help improve employee morale, product quality, and drive bottom-line results within an organization, among many other benefits. Last but not least, our quiz question is: identify one Kaizen approach and describe how you've utilized it within your personal life or your career. Thank you for watching, and on behalf of Group 1, we hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.